What's up, y'all? So I'm not really gonna try to stay live long because it doesn't matter who's all on the live because I'm posting the video anyway. But I just want to tell you a quick story, really quick, and maybe this can help some of you people because I see this issue in a lot of people. So, long story short, let this window up, and I'm gonna try to be fast because I can be long-winded. But I was just driving down Calhoun Street. And of course, when I'm driving, I'm doing everything else but paying attention to the road. I'm looking at everything and everybody else. So as I was driving down Calhoun Street, I got to like Calhoun. It's like this gas station sitting on Calhoun Street. And I noticed some guy, tall, skinny guy, looked handsome from a distance and had a nice little skin tone. So I'm looking like, who is that? He was walking from the car to the building, and just like within like the 5 seconds, I'm just looking at him like, okay, I need to get a better look. So I go over to the gas station and I park next to his car, just being weird, of course. This is, I have nothing else better to do. So I park next to his car, and then I wait for like 5 minutes. He comes out, and as he gets ready to get in the car, I'm ready to speak to him the whole time he's in the gas station, those 5 minutes. But then the second he comes out to the car, just for a split second, I got nervous, but I still was like, you know what, Dre, you done came over here. Just go ahead and say what you got to say. So I end up speaking to him, and I just said, the first question, which I shouldn't even say it, coming to think of it, I said, are you straight? Why the hell did I say that? I should have came up with something else. But anyway, my first question was, are you straight? And that sparked the whole conversation between us right there. And he just started smiling, and he started talking. And we ended up talking for like 10 minutes, and he ended up being a really cool guy. But by the time we got done with the conversation, he ended up asking me, he was like, how are you so comfortable with just coming over saying, just talking to me out of nowhere like that? He said, because I'm a guy, and he's like, I can't even do that with women. He said, I get nervous. He said, I don't have the confidence to do what you did. And I end up, just kind of talking him out. I told him, I said, don't be nervous, because I told him, I said, really, you're a really handsome guy. You have no reason to be nervous, So, I mean, it just kind of threw me for him to say he doesn't have the confidence to do that, because by looking at him, he should have the confidence. He looks good. You know what I mean? He should be nervous to talk to any female. But just yesterday, I was talking to a friend. Now, that was the first incident. Now, yesterday, I was talking to a friend, or not really a friend, but somebody from a dating site that I be on. And I know I talked to this guy once, and I met with him once last year, but I really don't remember him because last year I was talking to everybody. So I'm just being real. I was all over the place last year. So I didn't remember him, but he remembered me. And he was talking to me. He was like, asking me questions, and he was like, do you think I'm a cool guy, and all of this stuff. And I'm like, why are you asking me all of this? And I told him, I said, honestly, I don't remember hooking up with you, but I do remember, your personality. And I said, I do remember that you were a cool guy, but I don't remember much about you. And he told me how he has low self-esteem and all of this stuff. So I end up talking to him a little bit and, trying to get him out of that just within those few minutes. But the point of those two stories is I noticed that for some reason people have really low self-esteem, not enough confidence. You have to walk with your head high. You have to love yourself. One thing about me, I see people in public sometimes and they tell me, boy, you crazy. You just say anything on Facebook. You always talking about all kind of stuff. I don't mind doing it because I feel like this. I feel like if I talk about myself first, there's nothing anybody else can say about me that's going to hurt me. Or, you can't, if I get something out there about me before somebody else does, what you say don't even matter. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have no time for nobody trying to bring nothing to me, trying to degrade me or pull me down or, try to shame me about something I've said or done. So I don't even focus on that. I get that out there before somebody else does. But one thing about me is I have high confidence in myself. I don't have low self-esteem. I damn sure don't have anxiety. I used to go through that shit when I was younger because where I came from, let me try to stay on topic because my mind be all over the place. But where I came from, I didn't really have that. My mom would always tell me, you're handsome and I love you. But that shit you just think your parents are supposed to say to you. A lot of times you'll get the degrading and the disrespect and the belittling outside of your household. You never think you'll get it inside. But me, where I come from, and not to talk bad about my grandma or my mom, but my grandma really sucks at boosting people. She really sucks at giving you confidence and pushing you to do better. I didn't come from that. You know, I got a lot of good life skills and qualities from my family, but, you know, I was raised around my mom and my grandma, and I watched my grandma and my mom tear down each other. My grandma body shaming, disrespect. You know, like my biggest issue about me is I always cared about my skin. And I remember when I was in high school, I had acne coming and stuff. So I went to a dermatologist, and he gave me, I always had good skin. And then he gave me this cream stuff to do stuff to acne. And he didn't really explain to me how to use it the proper way. So it ended up messing with my skin. So like if you see here, I'm light around my eyes and get dark and stuff. And that really made me self-conscious about myself when I was in high school. It took me a long time to get comfortable with that because I love my skin. I love everything about me. And for me to notice that it was doing things to my skin, it really just kind of made my whole world crumble in high school. And I've always been a confident person. And to make matters even worse is one time me and my grandma had a disagreement. And the first thing she said to me was, "You got raccoon eyes." You know, she made a joke about the skin issues that I had. So that made me even more self-conscious. I hope I'm using the right word. It just made me even more insecure about myself. And it took me a long time to get myself out of that. So my point is, I built myself up. I worked too hard to get myself to where I am now. There's nothing nobody can say or do to bring me down or make me feel bad about myself. So you guys got to think the same way. Every day when I wake up, I spend 2 hours in a fucking bathroom. An hour is to get myself together. I'm cleansing my face, getting my hair together, getting my skin together. And the next hour, while I'm listening to music, I'm telling myself, Dre, you the shit. I tell myself every day, I'm the shit. And fuck how anybody feel. That's what I say for a whole hour in the bathroom. Anything that I got wrong with me, I acknowledge that in that mirror. If I have an issue with my skin, issue with my teeth, issue with my hairline, issue with my hair, I acknowledge those things about me, and I say I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. So when I step outside of this household, anything that anybody has to say does not affect me. I promise you it don't. I'm the happiest person when I come out of my house. I'm telling you that. I know I'm two-tone. I know I can be dark as fuck sometimes. I know I might not have the best hairline. Shit, people tell me I got nice teeth. I think that's probably, in my opinion, that's the only good quality I have, or good feature I have. That's the best feature I have. You know what I mean? But I don't care if you got a gap in your tooth, if you got gaps in any of your teeth. I don't care if you are ugly, if you fat, if you too skinny. I don't care what issue you have. Love that about yourself, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what you think about yourself. It doesn't matter how anybody else feels about you. So hopefully, if you have an issue, any anxiety or any low self-esteem, hopefully this video, if you see this, listen to what I'm saying, find a place, do something so that way you can boost your own self up. You know what I mean? I'm not doing much of nothing. My life ain't nothing spectacular, but every day I tell myself I'm the shit, even though I'm not doing nothing to be the shit. I'm not doing nothing to be the shit. I promise I'm not. But when I walk out of my household, I walk like I'm the shit. I keep my head up like I'm the shit. I tell myself I'm the shit because I'm not going to let nobody else try to bring me down. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And that's one reason why I distance myself from my grandma, because I don't want negativity around me. I need to be around positive people. So if you're around people that's going to bring you down, get away from them. You got to. You got to, because they're not no good for you. If they're nothing but negative energy, why are you around them? You see what I'm saying? Because trust and believe, the energy that you're around, you're going to end up being like that. You might not think you will, but you will. And trust me, ever since I kind of distance myself from certain people that I've been around, I've been doing so much better. My life, my attitude has been so much better. I feel so much better. So just have confidence, keep your head high, love yourself, and don't let nobody bring you down, because how anybody else feel about you does not matter. Okay? It does not matter. It does not matter. If you fat, be fat and love it. Own it. Own it. Okay? My mom, a lot of times, me personally, I talk about everybody. I do. It ain't right, but I talk about everybody. I don't care. That's what I do. But I also admire people too. I seen this huge girl the other day when I was going to Walmart. I don't know what she had on. In my opinion, she looked a mess. I don't know what she had a wig on to look crazy. She looked a mess, but she walked into that store with nothing but confidence. The way she was walking, she was greeting people. She greeted the greeter better than the greeter greet us. You know, and I'm like, dang, you know, and I sat in the car for 10 minutes because I really didn't feel like I wanted to go in the store because I didn't think I was looking right. When I seen her going and looking like that, I got on out and went on in the store. You know, because if she can do it, I know I can do it. I mean, she had on this tight shirt, rolls showing, you know, big mixed girl, hair just all over the place, and she went in with no problem. You know, and hey, that's how we got to be. It don't matter how nobody else feels. So do not let nobody opinions affect you. Okay? It does not matter. So that's all I wanted. Just wanted to let y'all know that. Love yourself, keep your head up, and just be strong. And also, if you get into a point where you feel suicidal, you're going to have to find some way to fix that. But I do want to say this, and I don't mean to sound harsh, but if you are suicidal and you know me personally, I'm telling you now to stay away from me because I don't want that type of energy around me. I'm not suicidal, and I do not want that around me. You know, I love everybody, but you're going to have to find some way to deal with that because I was just talking to someone the other day. He got in my car, and within 10 minutes, he was talking about how he didn't think he can go on or make it anymore. I drove him right back to where he came from. I was supposed to take him somewhere. I took him right back to where he came from because I don't need you around me if you're feeling like that. I really don't. I don't. You know, I'm not suicidal, never have been. You know, and I understand some people may not feel like or may not be strong enough or feel like they can't make it, but you're going to have to find some other way because in my opinion, you don't have no reason. There's nothing going on in life that you should feel like you can't make it, especially if you're 22. If you around my age, I just don't understand why you feel like that. You're going to have to make me, because in my opinion, y'all, we ain't been through shit. I mean, this dude was 22. You ain't been through nothing. Okay, so what? You had deaths in your family. Okay, that's life. You got to move past that. You're going to have to. It's life. Find some way to deal with it and move on. You got to. This is life. One thing he kept saying was, life isn't supposed to be like this. Life isn't supposed to be this hard. Who said that? That's what I'm like. Where did that come from? Is that written in the book? Is that in the Bible? Did I miss that part? Who said life wasn't supposed to be this hard? This is life. We're going to go through stuff. This is how it's going to be. And honestly, when I read the Bible, I read stuff about all the destruction and the corruption and all of this crazy stuff going on in the world. I had never seen nothing in the Bible say that life is supposed to be easy. So anybody that's in my 20s or that's in their 20s, if you're around my age and you thinking life's supposed to be easy, you need to wake up. Because if you're going through little shit now, sorry to tell you, but I think we got worse shit coming. We only in our 20s. So get ready for life because we're going to go through stuff. Get used to it. Get over it. If you're going through stuff, shut up, get over it, and keep it moving. But suicide isn't an option. I just think that is a weak move because you should be strong enough to get through anything you're going through. Okay? If you got to turn to weed, drugs, and alcohol to get through what you're going through, you need to evaluate yourself. You need counseling or something. Start praying. I'm not saying, if you don't really believe in God, I get that, but y'all got to do something different besides suicide because that is not an option. Stop letting what other people say affect y'all. Stop being self-conscious and not having, I don't know. You got to find something to deal with the issues you're going through. But drugs and alcohol isn't it. It's not going to get you anywhere, okay? So this video still ended up being long. I'm just long-winded, and I always talk about everything on my mind. But anyway, I love all of y'all, everybody. So just keep your head up, okay? Keep it up, keep smiling, keep shining, and know that you can always count on me, for sure. Because that's what friends are for. Through good times, through bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. Man, I've been writing songs for years. But y'all have a good day, all right? Bye.